In this video, let's begin taking a look at how to make a lot more money than just the $5 or $15, which might be the initial purchase price. And the example we will use here is this local business marketing gig that I have here. It's a coaching gig on local business marketing, nothing special. And what you can do is use the gig description, which appears right here. When people land on the gig, the description appears right here. And we cover how to write the description in a different part of the course. I give you a script. What you can also do, what we don't cover in that video, is you can suggest to people what gig extras might work for them. And you can just say, hey, for another $200, I'm going to promote you on YouTube. And then the gig extras are things they see when they say, okay, I'm going to continue to this order. So they say order, continue this. So right now they only are going to spend $15. And of course, you can sell them all kinds of things for a little bit of money, like a little PDF book, a gig extra to deliver quickly. But that doesn't add a lot. It adds a little bit, sure, you'll take it. But look at this. The third and fourth option are a $200 option and a $150 option. It's something you can mention in your gig description, so they kind of already expect it. And it's good to have a balance of things that are easy things for people to add so that they can just add it, no brainer. A $5 thing. A lot of people don't even think twice about it. They just get it. But this $200 thing, make sure you offer them something they would really, really want, because they're not going to buy something for $200 unless they really think about it. But definitely have an option for them to spend more, because if they are spenders, if they're not frugal with their money, if they have a budget, they might just go for it, and it might increase your order quite a bit. In this case, it would be almost 10 times, right? Because they're buying the initial gig for $15, then they're ordering something for an extra $200 in addition to that. So you want to have that extra option for them to buy. Now, in my case, they rarely buy this, almost never. So what you would do is experiment with this every couple of months. If they're not buying your expensive gig extra, well, it's useless. So delete it, think of something else, or reduce the price. Maybe for $200 they're not buying, but for $75 maybe there will be some takers. And in case they don't buy these gig extras, which they might not, what you can do is when you close the gig or during the delivery of your gig, while you're working on the gig, you can mention to them, hey, I also have a service for $200. I can promote you on YouTube, or I can mention you in my blog. Are you interested in that? So you can still keep offering that to them, and you might no longer be able to sell it as a gig extra, but you can create a whole new extra gig. Like, what if this actually can be a gig on its own, YouTube interview? So you can upsell that next gig to those people, even if they don't necessarily initially buy that expensive gig extra. But definitely have a balance between cheaper and more expensive gig extras, so there are good options for them. And don't forget to remind them about the extra things they can get later as well.